everybody go. Everybody go. Run and tell everyone you know. It's time for Talk Live Tuesday. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. Get to the bag and tell them that tag. Talk Live Tuesday. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. Get to the bag and tell them that tag. Get it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. As y'all already see, I'm already laughing because I have none other than the man eater himself, 7 deep on the couch with me today, down here at the loft. And let me tell y'all, we're going to get into some things today. I am glad to have my friend back. Y'all already know last season, 7 Deep was on the couch, and he was one of my first big guests on the show, and I'm just excited to have him back here today on the podcast. Y'all already know what it is. It's Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. But before we introduce 7 and let him give his little spiel, y'all already know what it is. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at TagDidIt. Make sure you're following Talk Live Tuesdays on Instagram at Talk Live Tuesdays. Make sure you're following our Lavish Hookahs on Instagram at Lavish Hookahs Official, and make sure you're following us on YouTube at The Boom Network so you can get all the content for Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Listen, we're gonna have a good old time today. 7 Deep.
Hi.
What's up?
What's good?
What's going on?
What's up, friend?
How you feeling?
You know, I'm a little lit.
You are a little lit, but
I'm a little lit. We about to have a great time. The margaritas is hitting. Mm-hmm. Atlanta's hot and sticky, and it's a lot of bugs everywhere. And I feel like I got 1,000 mosquito bumps, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how we do down here in the Dirty South.
Is that it?
Definitely the Dirty South.
I can't wait to leave.
So what's been going on? How you been? Like, what's, tell the people, like,
I've been busy.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. People say booked and busy, and I've been blessed. Mm-hmm. God is good. You know, as an independent artist.
Let's talk about it.
Doing the things that I'm doing.
Let's talk about it. Independent artist.
God is independent icon. God has really been blessing me, and I've just been busy and just having a good time and just living in my truth more and more and creating authentic art, and it's been just rewarding me. The things of the universe rewards people that are true to themselves.
Yeah, and you are true to yourself. Like I don't know if you remember, but when I did my ball last year, like my awareness ball,
I remember.
Like, I had to go
you had your heels on.
Grab me a pair of heels, get my fur. I was like, look, I'm pulling a 7 moment tonight because I really I admire you because you are one of the people. I wouldn't say you're the first person, but you're one of the people that have influenced me to just really live my life unapologetically.
I love that.
I fuck with that. So you've been, like you said, you've been working hard. You're an independent artist. Mm-hmm. We just gonna get right into the things, So like last time you were here on the show, you had dropped, some of my favorite songs. You dropped Man Eater. You had dropped Sex with My Ex. You had
cute.
Go to Hell. All that stuff, and now you're in a whole different era of music. Like, what changed musically for you since then?
What's changed musically since then? I'm a dancer naturally, and I feel like I've always made music for dancers. Sex with My Ex, Man Eater, Go to Hell were all dance tracks, but now I really want to tap into that dancer-ish. When Missy Elliott or Janet drop, you knew okay, this is gonna be a dance track. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really feel the beat. So that I've gained more stories to talk about and write about since then. Yeah. So you can hear that in my music. I've gained more stories. I'm more of a perfectionist now. When I go into the studio, I think I found more of my tone. That's really important for artists to understand your tone. So I found more of that. So I know exactly how to attack the studio now and attack my beats and certain things. So just living life,
I love that. First of all, I am just I love you. I love you. And
I love you too.
In this space. So being that you make music for dancers and things like that, how does it feel to see people doing choreo to your music? Lately you've been seeing people of all ethnicities doing dances to your music. How is that?
You just gave me a chill. Because literally, I can't describe it. I really can't describe when I turn on, but I look at my Instagram or whatever the case is, and I have someone from in Taiwan doing music. I mean, doing choreography to hips or Break My Back. It's kind of because music is all about who feels it, and who connects with it, and you never understand that a black queer man from Richmond, Virginia, could touch an Asian girl,
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or a Spanish boy, or a white person. You know what I mean? And I love the fact that I feel like music could be that powerful, but every time I see it, it's like it never gets old. It's like, what?
Right.
You sat and listened to my lyrics, and
Right.
it was like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always a very humbling experience.
So we're gonna add internationally
Yeah.
independent icon.
Icon.
So international
Yeah.
independent icon. That's what you are. Period. Point blank. So, like right now, of course,
Girls need to catch up.
catch up. Period. Because you're one of the people that are out here that's really without a deal and pushing their music and making it stick. Like everyone claiming to be artists and things like that, but
Yeah.
like I said, as an artist, you gotta be in the people's face and
Yeah.
make yourself known. And you've been doing that because we're gonna get into that later, but you've pushed your music so hard to where you've got noticed by Tiffany, New York Paula, like you've been on the show with her, like Missy.
Oh, I've done so much since last time I came here. I
you
forgot.
know.
I forgot. I forgot. Oh, you shit.
I skipped through a lot to get to the people to know.
Get to the thing. Yeah.
Like you've done a lot. So what's your main focus right now, like with music? Like right now, like what's your main focus?
My main focus right now with music is just, to keep, I guess, I already have my tribe. To keep building my tribe up, I've turned down a couple of deals, so I'm really not pressed about. I really love being independent because I can do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and I'm still living. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in a very long time, so and I haven't. We're good over here, but
And I love that for you.
I will say that like my main focus is to just keep doing what I'm doing, and I feel like that whatever the universe want to give me when it's supposed to give it to me, I'm very spiritual.
Right.
So I'm gonna sound like Erykah Badu and everybody like that, a whole shaman or whatever, but I'm so spiritual. But it's like whatever the universe want to give me when they give it to me, that's when I'm gonna take it. But right now, my main focus is to be the best person that I could be. I do next I'm gonna get like a mainstream feature. Because I have a lot of mainstream girls hitting me up to write for them, but I'm really not one of them people that want to write and sit in the background. You're gonna have to jump on one of my tracks, sister.
Oh,
So
you got mainstream artists out here giving,
reaching for Break My Back.
Okay, listen,
You gonna break my soul.
Yeah, but you're gonna break your back though.
Right, so you guys got, so I've had, the music industries were weird, but right now where it is with social media, you could push yourself so hard. Like I tell all independent artists this, and I want to say this, like the biggest issue that I see with independent artists now is that they drop a single and they just let the single die. They don't push it. If you feel like you have a good track, Break My Back will be a year old next month.
Really?
People still want me to perform Break My Back a year later. And that's like my Crazy in Love. So that's why I feel like they still want me. So as an independent artist, continue. I know it get tiring. I know you want to post about whatever, but use social media as a tool instead of a journal.
Yeah.
Instead of this is where my emotions are at. If you really want to get out here to people, use it as a tool. That's one of my secrets. But I'm going to tell y'all today.
Listen, I love that. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been a year though.
It's been a year for Break My Back. I gag. Well, August. So
like when I tell you, still next month.
Yeah,
like,
next month. Yeah.
When I tell you, like, that song still hits today. Like you would have thought it came out this year.
I still hear it in the club.
Like, oh yeah, we heard it in the club in Atlanta too. Like the track,
A year ago, and it's like they don't, because when you're a mainstream artist, everything happens so instantly. But when you are in the beauty and being an independent artist is seeing shit grow, and watching it grow, and that's kind of what I wanted. The reason why people can't get rid of Nicki Minaj, no matter her attitude, no matter whatever the case is, because Nicki Minaj has an organic. I'm lit. She has an organic fan base, a supporter base. She did it without social media for 10 years. You're never gonna get rid of Nicki. No matter how much you want to, you never will get rid of Nicki because she has fans that have been riding with her forever. So when you have somebody that just has like overnight success but no talent, it's easy to get over them.
True tease.
So I love this organic shit that I'm dealing with right now because people just Again, Break My Back is a year old. I've been performing Break My Back for a year, Stinks.
And you've been doing your big one.
Big one every time. I'm breaking my back.
I love it. First of all, y'all already know I have to say it because I don't bring up the queen over here all the time. The girls bring the queen up. So I'm just saying though, like y'all know I'm a super.
And I'm not even a barb.
I'm a barb.
He's a barb. I'm not a barb.
He's not a barb. But no, I love that though. Like and that's what you have to
actually, I lied. I'm a barb, everybody out there. I'm a barb. I'm a barb. I'm a barb. If this ever was to go motherfucking viral, I am a barb.
Nikki, you heard that? We are bars. But no, seriously though, like I love that for you. So this year, you dropped one of your newest biggest hits.
Okay.
And which is Hips. You know, do it with your
hips into it. Yeah.
You know, we went from breaking backs to putting our hips in motion. Like, what was the inspiration behind this song? Because when I first listened to it and I heard it, I was like, oh, this is different. And I was like, and I thought to myself, I was like, okay, well, SEVN is pushing different. He's moving different. I was like, but are the girls going to flock to it? But when you dropped it,
you know, so some of my favorite songs, as you know, Lil' Kim, No Matter What, Eve, Who's That Girl, these big songs, I guess we're inspired by different sounds. Excuse me. And we have so many hardcore, really hip hop sounds right now. That really doesn't inspire me, honestly, because there's so much of that out right now. I grew up in that, to be honest with you, and I'm an artist at the end of the day. So what inspired it was, if I'm gonna be real about this shit, I had a producer not a producer, but I had somebody come up to me and say, look, I believe in you. I love what you're doing, and I want to sponsor your next video. Oh, wow. And I was like, oh, shit. And I had a song out, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do this song. And then they told me how much they was going to sponsor it. And I was like, oh, no, I got to do a whole new thing. And I had just did the Tiffany Pollard thing. I just did her house. And I knew that was coming out strategically at a certain time. So I wanted to put out something new like a week before. I was being very strategic about it, very Beyonce about the situation. So Hips was inspired by a wild night. All my songs are inspired by wild nights, but guys, what would you be if you weren't a rock star with a wild night? With a wild night. So, you know, Hips, it's 2 a.m. and I'm ready to go. I gave him the look like, you want to see me out of my clothes? Yeah, said he been crushing since he came to my show. He liked the way my body moved. He in love with my flow. Like, that happened, really, that happened one night. I was in the club and somebody approached me and was like, I love the way you move and I love your flow. And I just was like, child. You know, I had to put my hips into it. You know, I had to put my hips into it because it was cute the way he ran up on me. But I will say that, like, I heard the beat, and I'm a dancer first. Yeah, I'm an artist first, but I'm a dancer second. I'm a rapper, like through and through. But I'm a dancer. I love the way the music, the beat is right. Yeah, and I heard the beat, and I'm like, okay. And I wrote the song in maybe like 20 minutes. And yeah, you know.
Snap, snap, snap. Clap,
I wrote the song in like 20 minutes. I wanted to talk my stuff because it's two parts to it. It's about a night in a club, and then the next part I talk about now my ex and my views third time this week. Yeah, he should have let me cheat in peace, but
so you a cheater?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me know.
What happened was I broke up with, my ex, and everybody kept on saying, you cheated. I don't, sometimes you want to play off that. You should let me cheat in peace then. Right. Because now you telling me you so proud of me. Oh. Next question, friend.
Ding. There we go. There you go. There you go.
Claps, audience.
Claps, audience, literally. Okay, so why do you feel like it's important to be a versatile rapper or artist in general? Because one thing Nikki said, these girls are stereo and I'm just I'm a stereo and these girls are monotone. Yeah. And I think a lot of people didn't understand what she was saying, but it's like every time Nikki jumps on the track, her voice, her delivery, everything is different.
And I'm not a barber, but you're right.
Why do you?
It's important to be versatile because in 2022 and over the last couple of years, people want to put you in a box. People feel like boxes are important. So people look at me and they're like, gay rapper. I've never called myself a gay rapper. Right. Y'all call me that. I've never called myself a gay rapper. I can talk about anything because I've had all type of different experiences. Yeah. So people like to see someone because representation is important and they want to put you in a box. I don't believe in boxes over here. So I feel like it's important to be versatile because first of all, it shows range. Right. It shows talent. It shows skill. it shows that you strive for excellence in your craft. I don't respect artists that stay in one box because that means you're not striving for excellence. If you look at the artists that I like, even from the ghetto was to Juicy J. Juicy J, he's been on a pop track.
Yeah, he has.
He's been on the track with Katy Perry.
Yeah. He has.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
and these are artists that I love. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Kanye, one of my faves, damn near a pop artist now. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, like, it's important because it shows that you have talent, you have range. And the biggest thing I want people to take away from my brand is talent.
Right.
We have a lot of girls that are popular. Nikki said this too. I mean, bitch, I might sound like a barb right now, but Nikki said this too. Nikki said, right now you girls hear popular people on the radio with the hit track that can't deliver anything else because they're popular. When I was growing up, you heard talented people. And that's what she said. And my biggest thing about branding is and what I want people to give, because nobody's giving that right now.
Oh,
not a person. I have a few sons out there and some daughters. But
so you have a few sons.
You so messy, but listen, nobody's really giving talent to me except for a few.
Okay. And who would be that? Give me, just name two that you would say would be our talented right now.
Doshi. Chloe.
Yes, I will agree on that. Chloe, Doechii is very talented. When I watched her performance, it made me get up out. Literally, I was in my bed and was like, yes, bitch. Like,
yeah, no shade. Like, yeah. No, it's no shade.
And then when I think Chloe's first performance by herself was when she did Have Mercy at
Have Mercy.
VMAs. And I was...
Chloe's talented boots.
If you go to my recents on my YouTube right now, I literally watched that view.
She's talented boots. I'm just like, damn, girls, I'm coming after y'all. I'm coming after y'all.
She ate that shit up. So, like, I asked this question on one of my interviews, recently. So how because we didn't ask this question last time. Okay. And I wanted to get your viewpoint. Okay. How do you feel about everyone coming out now claiming that they are a rapper?
Don't like it. Hate it.
Hate it.
Hate it. Everyone's not a rapper. Everyone's not an artist. I understand waves and I understand trends. This is a different type of lifestyle.
Yes, I agree.
I done been hungry before now. I don't have no deal. I live in New York City. I can't even tell you how much my rent is before I even got to where I'm at now, right, getting booked every 2 weeks, every week, whatever the case is. Like, it's a different type of lifestyle you got to live when you want to do what I do. You can't just put together lyrics and think you're a rapper.
Oh. Boom.
You can't just put together sentences and think that you're quirky and think that, I'm a rapper, I'm an artist now. No, baby. What I do takes a little bit different. It takes a little mindset and skill set. Quit your job in November. And don't do anything else, scamming included. Don't do anything else, but really go out here and get to the nitty gritty. Really go out here and really book your shows, perform places for $300, $200 at first, to get to that $3,000, to get to that $5,000, to get to that. As an independent artist, like, y'all want me to be the headliner? That's gonna be 10. Get to that point organically before you can ever say you're a rapper or you're anything close to me.
50K for a verse, no
album out.
Yeah, my money's so tall that my Barbie's gotta. Yeah.
And people gotta realize, like, I understand the music industry has a lot, but when you don't have a manager and when you don't have representation or PR or AR or any white person or anybody to vouch for you, when you're just going off of your talent and Instagram, I don't even have a blue check. Don't need one because I'm booked more than the girls with a blue check. But I will say that, like, do what I do and then I respect you. And I have not seen anybody do what I do.
This is motherfucking 7. This is the energy that I live for. 7 motherfucking deep. The man eater bringing the BDE on motherfucking top. Live Tuesdays and motherfucking sad. Okay, so my next question for you is, Because I feel like I've been waiting. I feel like the girls are waiting. Like, are we ever going to get like another album? Or well, we're going to get your first album? Or are we going to get an EP? Like, what's T?
You know, honestly, I'm waiting because now I want to be signed. I'm not going to lie to nobody. I want to be signed, bitch. I'm tired. Okay. I did my due deals, okay? I did my due deals.
On your house.
I did my due deals about, so once I'm signed and, you know, I've turned down a couple of deals already from some major labels because it's not right.
Right.
I need to be what Megan said, I am not signing for less than a meal. I'm not signing for multi-meals. So a meal don't even move me no more because I'm the oldest of 11. That's gonna go.
Period.
But
who made
once,
$5 million?
Once I get signed, you know, I hate to sound like a barb.
Go ahead and say it.
I hate to sound like a barb.
Talk to me.
But you know what? All the girls that know they got it do this. Nicki, Cardi, Kim, all of them do this. And even the guys, St. John, whatever, Party, whatever the case may be, like, when you know your fucking worth, it's given very much, you're not about to play in my face.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
No, girl.
Yeah.
6 figures can't move me. You know what 6 figures gonna do with me?
Shit. Because hell, by the time if you putting out music videos like Hips, imagine what you gonna do when you
and Hips was 20.
When you get some
Hips
money.
was 20.
You ate that up. You know my favorite part of that video? When you can't walking down no damn steps.
Everybody like that.
In that purple suit.
Baby, and mind you, that was the most stressful part of the video. So I'm glad that you guys like it because that was the most stressful part of the video. But no, like I just, you know, I'm gonna put out the next, you know, project. But once I have a major backing behind me, I'll do that. Right now, all of my numbers, so all of the numbers that I've reached is organically, word of mouth.
Yeah.
And I even look at my shit. I can look at my shit right now, and you're gonna see 100 people listening to me right now. That's all organic. It's not anybody's been pushing me. Yeah. So now I want that extra like label behind me. So once I get signed, I mean, I got a meeting on Thursday. Hopefully, you know, let's go together. That's all that.
Exclusiveness for me. Period.
I got a meeting on Thursday. We're gonna see if they talk about the right numbers. Hopefully, they is because I'm gonna walk out and say, "Girl, please."
Yeah. Well, I'm first of all, I want to say congratulations. I'm happy for you for that because you deserve it. If no one else deserves it, you deserve it because like I said, even before we got to this part,
you always seen it.
Like where you.
Oh my gosh!
We got to where we are now.
You know, you're my first interview.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till you be.
Yeah, we gonna be up there doing interviews again because I'm trying. Like, if Diddy could give Carisha a damn podcast, I could be on fucking Revote with a podcast.
But no shade, Carisha's a key. She's a key.
Killing it.
She's a key. No shade.
She's a key. I was like,
I hated it, but yeah.
I was like, oh my god! But I couldn't believe he was saying the shit that he was. Even you can tell she was shook. She was even shook about what the fuck was going on because it was cap. No shade.
See how I said it the same time?
No shade.
Because it was cap.
No shade.
Okay. Sorry, Kevin. It was cap.
Sorry, Kevin.
Nobody believe you, and you slick.
Oh, don't fight me. Go for
Don't fight me.
Don't come for me.
You slick. One of the girls. Okay, let's go.
Boom. Okay, but before we go into our next segment, I just want to say this. You know, I was riding my car the other day. And I was on the highway and I was gonna record it and send it to you, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna talk about it today. Drugs in London, and I told you this before. I think I brought this same song.
I love that
song. But like, Drugs in London came on the other day, and I was in the car like, damn, like this sound to where he's at now, like he has evolved. And I was just in the car like just vibing and bopping. I'm just like, damn, like he went from this to now he doing hips. Yeah. Like, you're not the same 7
But you know, are we ever the same people that we are?
We're not.
No, that sounds like some crazy Erykah Badu shit, but it's the truth. Like, are you ever the same person 20 minutes ago that you was like the last? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like Drugs in London, I was on Drugs in London. That's why the name of the song is Drugs in London. You know what I'm saying? I was in, you know.
You was in London.
It was a good night.
Yeah.
You know, a good week.
Period.
And you know, hips, I was in the club. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, it's my job to pull from my personal experiences. But the growth is crazy because I even listen to my old stuff and I cringe, but I can't take it off or remove it because I have people that tell me to this day, I love Drugs in London. And I'd be like, ew. And they be like, I love it. I'd be like, oh, girl, I'm literally, like,
but that song is such a vibe. Like, it's a vibe. Like, literally, I ain't gonna tell y'all what but I listened to that song one night. when I was in another state of mind, and like it just had me in here like just
I say that is that's a favorite of my heterosexual friends. My because that song doesn't talk about he or she. It's very, whatever, non-binary, if we will. So it's like very, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You talking to me?
I know you did. Go ahead.
Oh, well, it's very like non-binary. So it's just like my straight friends, boys and girls alike, be like, you need to keep performing drugs in London. When you perform drugs in London, that's when I'm coming to the show because I'm not coming to nothing. I be like, what? This song was 2 years old. Like that's when I messed with a boy in London, and now he's still tricking in Atlanta.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But we gonna take a quick pause, real quick. We gonna take a quick. Listen,
I came with the smoke today. Bitch, because what?
I did not control anything that comes out of my guest mouth. I like have to make that every time. I have to say that every time. But no, we're gonna take a quick break really quick, and then we're gonna be right back with 7 Deep on Talk Tuesdays with Tag. Period. Boom. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Talk Tuesdays with Tag. We have none other than 7 Deep, the man eater, Mr. Move Your Hips himself in the building with Tag motherfucking Diddy. Y'all already know how it's about to go. So we're finna just jump right back into things now.
Drink number 2.
Now, of course, this year, you pulled a stunt on us. You did a real big one. You did not really a stunt, but you hid something from us that we didn't know about, and you dropped it.
You knew about it. I knew about it because you were my close friends.
I'm in the close friends, and I like some of the girls. That's you have to have relationships out here in this business to know the tea, so that when you get them up here, you can actually ask the tea. You ain't got to really go into depth. But so this year you premiere on your first reality web show on a network with none other than the HBIC of reality TV herself, Tiffany New York Pollard, and you did the show Hot House.
Yes.
7, how was that?
Last reality show ever, but a great experience because you gain, you gain so many connections. I gained a lot of connections. You get more exposure, of course, but love the experience. If y'all know if you guys watch Hot House, but I was definitely like this the whole time. Very mysterious. I did what I wanted to do when I got accepted, as you know.
Yeah. When
I got accepted, my main goal was to just be on the show. I really didn't care about anything else other than just being seen and dressing up.
Right.
Being able to be my looks. And do my big one.
Yeah. Now, I'm not even going to ask the next question I was going to ask. I'm going to ask this question that you just said. But why would you say that's their last reality show?
Because I'm not a reality star, I'm an artist.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people now are artists because they were a reality star first. Okay. And they can produce another good song. Mm. And their song's only good because it was popular because they were a reality star. Mm-hmm. I don't want to fall into that category at all. I love the greats. I'm a musician, first. And an entertainer and a performer first. So I feel like sometimes reality, TV can kind of overshadow that. Mm-hmm. If I'm over here arguing with so and so and I'm throwing a drink in so and so face, I don't want people to know me for that because it could get very that. It could get very that. I'm an Aries, but I want to be known for my music. So I loved it though because that show wasn't based on drama. That was one of the biggest things when I even did Hot House. When they reached out to me and said, okay, cool, we want to go with you. I said, well, I'm not doing drama. Mm-hmm. I've been reached out from a couple of other reality shows and I turned them down because I was like, I'm not doing drama. You're not going to have me in a restaurant and my ex walks in. I'm going to walk out.
I feel that.
I'm not going to argue with anybody because I really get active.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
I had to learn not to get active.
I'm not one of them people that's about to play with you. It's too much fire inside of me. So, and two, I just think that at the end of the day, like, not only do I represent myself, I represent my family. And I just think that and my brothers and my siblings and everybody like that. So it's just like, in reality TV try to pull the ratchet out of you. They want all of the black queer men to walk around like buffoons. Yeah. And they want us to act like idiots on scene and be crazy. And I'm not a buffoon. And I'm not a wild child, a wild card. So I'd rather just stay away from that. Except for Hot House. Hot House didn't do that. Yeah. We had a good time on Hot House, but that's why I've turned down other reality TV deals. But I love Hot House.
Yeah, Hot House was very, 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 very cute. So like, were you nervous like watching yourself back?
Y'all wanted to see? I didn't even watch myself back.
You didn't watch
when you already know what happened on the show, you don't want to look at it because it's like
True tea. I do not want to watch Shakespeare in Atlanta because
I'd be like,
fucking anxiety.
You be like, how they gonna make me look? So I literally maybe watched like 2 episodes and was like, I'm not watching this no more. But it's funny. I even got to the point where, and I love High House. Thank you guys. Thank you Topher. Thank you guys for even all the producers and stuff that even put me on. But it got to the point where I even forgot I did High House because I didn't watch it, and I would get noticed in New York,
right?
And people would be like, High House, and I would be like, oh shit, I did do a show named High House,
yeah,
because it just was like, as an artist, you're on to the next thing.
Okay,
I was on to the next thing.
Right.
I really wasn't thinking about High House because
yeah.
I did High House 7 months before it came out. 6 months before it came out. So I was already on Break My Back, Hips, everything else. And then High House came out and I was like, oh, I did do this.
Yeah.
Oh, this did happen 7-8 months ago. So it was a good experience though.
Mm-hmm. So like on the show, you were eliminated the first night, which I hated. I was like,
no, we knew that was gonna happen.
I didn't know. I didn't expect it because I loved what you did that night. I loved like the presentation, all that.
Yeah.
I thought somebody else was gonna go home, honestly.
Oh,
I thought another person, I'm not gonna say who I thought it was, but I thought another person was gonna go home.
Yeah.
So like, but you said, when New York said, she was like, well, you're gonna be a judge tonight, and you was like, well, this way I should have been at in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, so do you really feel like you should have been a judge? Like, you feel like, would you rather have been a judge than to be on the show?
Absolutely. I'm not $10,000 is some shoes and my car note and like, I really wasn't too caring about. This is the thing. I thought strategically.
Right.
Once I realized that it was a show that you really can't go home, you're going to continue to see me, and you're all. I get to be with the big dogs and the little dogs and the puppies and everybody. Like, I was like, whatever. So I'm really not a person that's big on competing because I like my own lane. So I stay there. But yeah, I really feel like I should have been a judge in the first place.
Right. Okay. I feel like you probably would have been better as a judge. I love the show. I actually watched the whole thing. So
thank you. It's a key.
It's
definitely key.
Definitely key. And I love Fantasia Royale. Gaga, shout out to Fantasia.
Oh, Fantasia.
I love Fantasia Royale. So on the show, something happened to where you were.
What I do?
You were tonguing down.
Oh, Cash.
Someone. So you tongued down Cash on the show. Were you and Cash a thing? Like, was it like just a kiss?
Absolutely not. It was definitely, production is production. I will say this. Cash is one of the most sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life. And I tell that to people. The show is about sex workers. I'm not a sex worker. I'm just a sex positive person. But if you guys follow me, all of my damn friends are sex workers.
Right.
Almost everybody I hang out with is a sex worker. Yeah. And that's because they don't judge. They get to the bag and they mind their business.
Right.
And what I just, I didn't even know who Cash was until I think you told me who Cash was in the close friends.
Yes, I was like,
I think you did.
Do you know who that is?
I think you said, do you know who that is? Because I went to the show and I was, me. Sorry, producers. I was in my close friends store. Everybody. And I didn't know who nobody was. And Troy was like, do you know who that is? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And Troy was like, you don't watch porn? I'm like, I do, but I don't watch. And he was like, okay, Cash is one of those girls. And you know what? No, so basically, Cash definitely made advances at me during the show. And I think Cash is a sweetheart. And he's not particularly my type, but he is an amazing person and with an amazing personality. He's an awesome father and a very, very good friend. I saw a friendship in him more than anything else. Yeah. And the kiss was real.
No, it looked real.
The kiss was real. And, but if you know Cash, he's a sexual person. There's only 2 butch queens on the show. You got to get your rocks off somehow. And I'm not no ugly butch queen, so it gave very much. Let's get to the giddy. Let's get to the guys. But no, me and Cash, that's my baby. I actually need to text him.
I love Cash. Cash was at one of the events on the show this season, and me and him took a picture because I was telling him, I was like, I love you, like I've seen a few of your things.
Oh,
I love Cash though, but he was really in person, he's very kind of laid back, chill.
He's
not what you would think he would be, and that's why you can't.
Until he started drinking.
Not until
then Cash De Niro comes out, baby.
De Niro comes out. Period. I love Cash though, so of course, Fantasia won the show. She did get her,
Well deserved.
Well deserved. She got her coin. Do you keep in touch with Fantasia or any other cast members on the show outside of Cash?
I keep in touch with all of. Let me tell you something. Family is that we. Let me just explain the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, tell us about the show.
You know, but don't nobody else know. We went and filmed for a week and a half. We started filming as soon as we touched down. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
To fly from different areas, everyone's sex workers or sex positive people to touch down, and you have production in a mansion, and you can't talk to each other because they want to save it for a production, whatever the case may be. It was a very...
Oh, trust me, I know.
And listen, and I'm crazy. I'm from Virginia. So when everybody else can talk, I'm like, bitch, this is crazy. So they just... and they like, we can't talk. I'm like, yes, we can, bitch. Fuck them. What they gonna do? They gonna send us home? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it gave that. And, you know, like, it was... You know, I hate to say how spiritual I am, but it was very spiritual. It was just like, we experiencing this and this. And then you have somebody who, I was 15, 14. I don't know how old I was, no shade, because, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Watching New York.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I don't get starstruck by anybody. But, baby, I used to run home from school to watch Flavor Flav.
Me and my friend used to watch it on the phone because there wasn't no FaceTime back then. We'd be on the phone watching it every Monday. Shout out to Tornisia, girl. But yeah, we...
And talk about it the next day in school. Did you see New York? She is crazy. So it's like to see her walk through and you be like, you know me, New York, I love you. Did it? And her to be like, 7, I'm turning you straight. It was shit that y'all ain't even see that I wish I would have saw because we had this. Me in New York was like this. We just FaceTimed the other day because they just finished season 2 High House. Shout out to season 2 High House. Yesterday, I was supposed to come, but I was booked. But shout out to season 2.
I seen that when they were doing the casting call for it.
Yeah. So they just finished season 2, and it's just different to see New York walk through and to see her off camera and on camera. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
she's the sweetest of the sweetheart. But baby, when that camera cut on,
you gotta know how to flip it.
You gotta know how to
flip it. Yeah. And that's one thing I've learned. Like my first season of Chasing Atlanta, I was just shy the whole season. Besides the reunion, but like season 4 was like, okay, when the camera cut on, you gotta cut on. When season 5 came on, it was like, okay, bitch, now you know you're natural, do your shit. But like, it's the same way for us. Like, when we get on set, what y'all talking about? Do we need to film? Like, it's that same energy. So they don't really want us. So I get what you're saying. But what was your favorite moment filming this show? Like outside of me in New York, like just being on the show and being in the house. Like, what was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment. I'm so American. And I say that in the sense of America's supposed to be a melting pot.
Right.
My favorite moment was meeting so many different types of queer people.
Yes.
Because if you know me, you know my supporter base, my fan base, whatever the case may be, like, it's different. It can go anywhere. Like we just talked about somebody dancing about music in Asia. Yeah. You know, that's what it is. So meeting like a non-binary trans person, then a trans person. And we all have different walks of life. That's one of my favorite things to do. So having so many different castmates from different walks of life, and you being able to sit in a room, and then me being able to be myself to talk about my journey, that was my favorite part of the entire process because even though we were so different, we were so alike. And I love that queer stories were being told, especially queer sex stories, because for so long they tried to make us feel bad about our sexuality, but that show in specific, I guess in particular, was a show that kind of praised it and glorified it, which because sex is your power.
Yeah, it is.
Never feel bad about it, queer people. Don't nobody put you in a closet. Bring them in the closet with you.
Period.
And fuck the shit out of them.
And then when they do and they are hooked, you have them where you want them. Period. I know.
Now he cutting up.
Okay, but now being that the show was about sex symbols and about sex workers, and you're not a sex worker, but I consider you a sex symbol. How do you handle so many men or women throwing themselves at you, in a sexual way because you give, not saying you give that off, like you give in your music and things too, like that's what you talk about. So
sometimes
how do you handle that?
You know how I handle it because you're my close friends, but I'll say it out loud.
That's why
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want it if it's that easy. So I'm a sexual person. I'm not a whore. So you can't just throw sex in my face and make and yeah, let me say that again. Being sexual does not mean you're a whore. That means you like sex. But not that doesn't mean you like sex from just anybody.
Period.
So I mean, I guess the way that I handle that.
I'm sorry. I had to say it. I'm gagging because I love that. That's sickening.
So it's like I'm still not a person that could just throw sex in front of me and I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna jump at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you still gotta work for this. You gotta pay for this. And then what JC said,
you gotta pay.
You gotta pay for this, or not even pay for it. But I mean, I still like to. You know, I want to court. I'm from the old school. I like to court. I like to, you know what I'm saying, go on dates and stuff like that. It's still a very. I'm pansexual. Let's get into it. Let's get to the get you gotcha. Everybody. I'm not a gay artist. None of that. I'm very pansexual about the situation. It's about this up here.
Right.
So like, you can't just throw your physicality. I mean, I'm around beautiful people all day. Right. It's not about that. I'm very much a person because you're beautiful.
Right.
But I need that mental to hit.
Right.
So usually people kind of cancel themselves out because when they throw themselves at me sexually, it's like, oh, you're already like, first of all, it's monkeypox, COVID, and everything else. So let's just, right, okay. And then the next stage is giving very much zombie apocalypse, but yeah, I just like, you know, very much zombie apocalypse, bitch. You about to be in a zombie apocalypse. You better get your gun. We got it.
I got it.
We got it. Okay, mine right in the car. So you're right, but no, I will say, like, at the end of the day, like, I like, you know, substance. It might sound good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a rock star, and I've had a lot of rock star nights. But they come with a lot of liquor.
Yeah.
And a lot of adrenaline and testosterone.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah.
But no, like, I've had my nights. I'm not stupid, but I'm not a child. But
right.
But you know, as far as like people keep just throwing themselves at me, it's just get very much like, okay, I see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not, you know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I do get it, but it's like you will get more from me. I like to be the aggressor. I like to be the person that's chasing.
Right.
I don't know what I get off from there, y'all.
And I
but please let me chase you. The moment I feel like somebody's chasing me, I be turned off. But let me chase you because you probably can get anything you want out of me.
So you're like a submissive person.
Absolutely. I'm aggressive. I love the submissive person that just sit back and be like, But you still got to pay bills too. Okay. Because I'm sick of those.
Okay.
I'm sick of the submissive that feel like they ain't got to do nothing but just spread their legs. No, bitch. Pay a bill.
Pay a bill. Period. Okay. You know, you got to pay. One thing about it, I ain't going to never leave. I'm
with you when you're right.
That's all I can say. Pay a fucking bill. Period. Like, but I'm the kind of, I might be a JT. Like, you know, if he got the money, then I do everything else for him kind of thing.
You know what? That's it. If I'm doing everything, no shade, I've been in this situation before too. If I'm doing everything, if I'm paying for everything, if I'm, you know what I'm saying, doing it, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't be talking about me about my gigs that I got and whatever.
Yeah.
That ain't your business no more.
Yeah. I'm at work. You at home.
I'm at work. You at home. You want these Botellas Venegas or whatever.
Yeah, I need all the most.
You want the Botellas and you want all this shit. All right, you gonna get it from me because everybody know one thing about me. I don't care about none of that materialistic stuff because I can walk into a room with this on and still get more than the person that got all that on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I still got the bread though. Let's talk about it. But I let my person have all that.
Yeah.
You want that? You know, I do like a submissive. I do like a person that want to get all dressed up. Look good for both of us, baby. Do that. Look good for both of us. Present for both of us. I mean, represent for both of us. But, you know.
I love that. Like, and I've said this to multiple, like, even now in life, like, I feel like that's what most Bush queens, or I'm not going to say Bush queens, I'm going to say bottoms, look for. Like, they want someone that, I'm not going to say necessarily take care of them, because a lot of, like, just for me in general, like, I can take care of myself, but I do want someone that, like, even dating now, like, I don't have to necessarily ask for shit. Like, if I want it, I get it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So it's just like, you have to, that's kind of like what most of us want. So it's like, if the person's out there going to get it, don't question, like, oh, what you doing, how late you going to be out. Nah, like, go make your money. Because when you come back to me, when I do go to Balenciaga next week.
Yeah. I need those Balenciagas.
When I go to, like you said, Bottega next week, I want those Bottega boots because I'm still waiting on the Bottega.
But you know what's crazy? As me, like, and never mind what you thought I was. I'm a top. So never mind the heels, the hips. But I say this. I love to embrace my femininity because that's when you're most powerful. Baby, it'd be crazy people that are trying to holler at me. I'd be like, bitch, what?
Yeah. I love it.
Oh, you like that? You like when I give it like that? You like when I give it up like that? But no, like, I love when somebody, you know, when my bottom or my submissive want to be like, what you need? Then I'd be like, oh, shit, now you can have the world. Because it's so many people that I feel like out here that, and I hate that we took the heterosexual shit with like girl and man and put it right in the homosexual shit. It just got weird. Yeah. But I love when I feel like, because at the end of the day, we still two people. Two people. I won't say two men because, you know, whatever you do about girl. Whatever you go these days, girls giving. They ask me all the time, what's your pronouns? I'd be like, he and she. And they and them. King and man eater. Bitch, as long as you calling. And they all be like this. Yeah. As long as you calling me, baby, I don't care what you call me. I'm all of that. But you know, I like when I get a little like, do you need anything? I feel like that, you know, certain music and certain people have thinks that, you know, they want to be taken care of. But what I want to know is that, like, if something happens traumatic in my life, which has happened, if something happens traumatic in my life, or something happens to where I can't go to work, or I can't do this because I'm mentally just not there. Right. Does my person have me? Right. Or are you just so spoiled to the point where it's like, and if you are that person, you got to get the fuck out of here. Right.
And I feel like
nothing's sexier than a submissive or a bottom that make not even sexy, but that makes shit happen. Yeah. Let's talk about that.
You gotta make. If you're not making it happen, if your nigga making it happen, and you're not trying to make it happen for yourself as well, then it's just like, what are you there for? Because I don't want somebody that's just gonna do. You can do everything, but at the end of the day, like when I go out, I don't want you to always pull out your car. Like I want to be like, oh baby, I got it.
Baby,
like,
I wish.
Know, like, and that's what I live for. And
I can't say that. You know, as of lately, it been given.
Yeah, but I hate to always see people just be like, oh well, he do this for me, he do that for me, he do this for me. Like, girl, what do you do for him?
And it's so funny because now in the dating pool, and I've been through a lot, as you know, I've been through I guess every stage of a relationship you could be through.
You know, I'm gay.
No shade. I've been through every stage of a relationship that you could be through. And it's funny because now I have a very low tolerance as a man that's been doing his thing for 4 years now, or whatever it is. Like, I have a very low tolerance for bullshit because let me tell you something, like, anybody could get dropped. Right. I said it to my friends, it's no love that's worth, like, I'm selfish with me now. I want all of my queer POCs to know that it's okay to be selfish with you. If a person is not...
People of color is what POCs mean.
Yeah, because I don't know what his demographic is. But if a person is not adding value to your life, first of all, first rule, you don't have to. If you don't operate in dysfunction, you don't have to. We glorify dysfunction these days. You don't have to operate in dysfunction. I'm not about to be fighting you, running up on you, doing all that. I got too much shit to do. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Let's start there. You know, I like Drake, period. So next up, you know, like at the end of the day, like, what is a relationship? The best relationship is the one with yourself. You know, that's the best relationship, the one with yourself, right, Jamar? It's the best. It's the one with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's if, you know, I've had conversations as of lately with people that just, and I meet a lot of toxic people. I meet a lot of people that think that shit is going to get me. And I'd be like, girl, no, you don't even know. I am so far past that. I'm so far past that.
Like, I don't want it anymore.
The moment you want to call me up and question me about a parent or somebody you saw the comment under my pictures, that's crazy. Because guess what, guys? Social media is not real life.
Period.
Social media is not real life. Stop.
I'm learning that.
Stop.
Because I'm the person that you post, oh, well, he got a thong on, he look cute, I'm posting to my story. I'm in your DM, oh, nigga, you think that's cute?
No.
I need to go put on the thong and take the same picture and post to my page so you can post me too? Like, what the fuck? I used to be that person. I'm trying not to be that person anymore. Because
social media is not real life. Social media is likes and validation, and also it also could be a networking tool. It also could be, you know, like a promotional tool, whatever the case may be. But people, I look at social media like a highlight reel. Put all the highlights of your life. If you want to do whatever, like me, my music is very. You will listen to my music and feel like I'm the most toxic nigga in the world. No, that was a place that I was back then.
Right.
Now the man that I am, you bring that shit to me right now.
You done for.
Clipped.
There's no nothing on that. Period.
I'm not taking care of a grown man.
Period.
Let's look in the camera when I say that. I'm not taking care of a grown man. And if you think
not.
you're gonna end up on anybody's red carpet with me, no. Me and my homies will dog you out and send you along your way.
Ooh.
Next up.
Okay. Well, he just told me next up. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break real quick. And then we're gonna get right back into the man eater 7 Deep himself right here on Talk Loud Tuesday.
We will dog you out.
We'll be right back. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Talk Loud Tuesdays with Tag. I have the man eater 7 Deep on the couch here today, and we are about to get into just into the things about,
Shout out to the Basquiat. The Balenciaga ball's going on right now. Ski motherfucker. Okay, sorry. Okay, Basquiat, goddamn. Okay, sorry.
So, you've been getting a lot of recognition from a lot of icons, I will say. And one of the icons that you posted on your page as well as on Twitter is Missy Elliott. Mm-hmm. She definitely, gave fires to Break My Back. How was that for you, like, knowing that someone of that stature, someone that huge and a legendary icon reposted your shit and thought that it was fire?
I'm still trying to deal with that. If I'm being honest, like, I grew up on Missy Elliott, child. Now I've reached a stage in my liquor where I'm about to start crying, so everybody know.
I'll shed a tear with you, the cancer gonna fly too, period.
You don't go cry. No, when you. I don't do this for me.
Right.
I don't create art for me. I don't create art, for recognition or because I feel like I want to be a rapper and everybody wants to be a rapper. I don't create art for that. I create art because I'm supposed to.
Right.
That's what I was placed on this earth to do. So when you do it and you get recognized by the other people that was placed on this earth to do stuff like that,
right,
it hits completely different. Even seeing Missy, like, even saying something about first of all, we all know Missy Elliott is the GOAT. It will never be nobody else in history.
Yeah.
That could compete with what Missy Elliott did, because even if the girls got budgets now, they ain't got what Missy had back then. Missy was all black with a trash bag on with a bald head years ago.
Eating.
Nobody did that, doing full choreography in a big M.
Eating.
Arguing with her label about giving her more money for a video. It's just, we from the same place. We from Virginia.
Yeah.
And
she's a
real
cancer.
Recognized real. She's a cancer, real recognized real. And it's always a humbling experience to meet one of your idols and be like, damn, like, you know who I am, or you respect this, Yeah, it's been crazy.
I love that for you, and it's just like, Missy, girl, we might have to get you on here one day if you're available.
We gonna get Missy on here because we got some things in the works. Hey, Missy.
She knows 7 Deep. She knows Neat Neat. Now she needs to know Tag did it. Period. And that's on that, my cancer sister. So we saw you on the ground with Nikita Dragon as well.
I love Nikita.
How did you meet Nikita? Like, y'all were just up in there drinking champagne.
Baby, I met Nikita because, boom, let's go. So I lived in LA for a minute, or whatever case. I've, of course, developed so many friends, natives that lived in LA or whatever. Right. And one of my good friends started to, I can say this because, it's NDAs involved. Mm-hmm. One of my good friends works for Nikita. Mm-hmm. And one of my good friends showed Nikita my work one day, and Nikita lived. And I got a call one day. I was going to a ball. Mm-hmm. Gay shit. Yeah, I was going to a ball, and I was about to turn around and go home. And my friend called me and was like, it was Fashion Week. And I was going everywhere. Sure. Everybody was goddamn telling me to come here. And I was going to a show. Matter of fact, I was not at a ball. I was going to a show. And one of my friends called me and was like, yo, like, Nikita want to take you out to dinner. And I was like, me right now? She was like, yeah, like, can you get here in this amount of time? And I already was dressed. So I'm like, boom. Literally, I walked into the restaurant. And this is a restaurant that everybody, first of all, let me tell this story. This is a restaurant that all the elites go to. Let's just talk about it. So I walked in. Beside me was Madonna walking out. I didn't realize Madonna is this big. So when I looked to the left, I was like, oh, I know you fucking lying. I walked in. I was like, hold on.
Oh, wow.
I'm a nigga from the hood. Let's talk about. I'm just like, wait a minute. And Madonna was just walking past me, looked at me. She said, "You look, mind you, because I look good that night. You know, look at the pictures."
Yellow.
She was like, "You look good." I was like, "That's how Noodles was Madonna." I was like, "Oh, whoa. Oh shit, that's Madonna." Boom. Then I saw Nikita, and she just was like, "I live for your music," and I just was, you know, she's been. In this industry, people kind of wait until everybody else jumps on board to kind of like, you know, start fucking with you.
Right.
That's why I respect you, because you didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know this talent from the gate.
From the gate.
And same with me.
Yeah.
Live from the gate, because I already know what it gives. You know what I'm saying? So we gave that to each other. Nikita did that from the gate. So me not even knowing Nikita and her posting Man Eater, her posting my songs, and Man Eater was a year old. And you posted Man Eater, and you out in New York walking and doing this, and I'm like, because celebrities, I have a lot. If I pull his DM up,
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure
it's a lot of celebrities that oh, don't stop, keep going. Da, 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 da. Can I take you out to dinner
for a fee?
Not even for that. For some love, for some genuine connection.
Period.
And you know, like, because it's not too much of that in
the world these days.
In Hollywood
at all.
You know, at all, period. So meeting Nikita was amazing because she genuinely, like, she saw me and was like, she stopped everyone and was like, yo, I love your song. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, period. And I love Nikita Dragon. Of course, you know, she had her little mishap at one point, but I think that she's a good person. So would you ever date or be sexual with a trans woman?
I'm pansexual, so yeah, absolutely. I actually think it's trans girls from here on out because well, it depends on if they just took their own shot. Because girl, I don't got time for that. But that was the clip right here. Was that the clip? But I will say this: I love my trans women. I do, but y'all gotta chill on me. Y'all have to chill. Every trans girl I meet be horny. Calm down, sisters. But I actually love me a trans girl. You know. Next question.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this year you had one of your.
I'm gonna get in trouble for that, but I don't care.
You're good.
Y'all gonna have to fight me.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad.
You're okay. Go ahead.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good with it. Because I thought it was a key.
Okay.
But anyway, so one of your big publications that you got this year, out of many publications you've gotten this year, you got a publication on BT. And BT gave you a shout out. They said, you know, look at the rise of this, you know, this big icon, like this future icon, like this future big personality. Like they recognize you.
Shout out to BET.
Shout out to BET. How was that something that was planned? Like, was it something that a journalist reached out to you about, or was it?
No, I woke up one day and I got sent a link and I was gagging. I literally woke up. This stuff in the industry, it happens like that. Like, wow. I'm pretty sure, like even like people like Big Frida had said, or Megan or whatever. Like, I sent Beyonce. I mean, I sent my music and then it just came out. Like, I don't know what happened. I just really woke up one day. I had a hunch because somebody said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talked to BT about you and I was like, whatever, girl. But that was like months before it happened. And then like it came out and I just was like
gagging.
But I really couldn't, you know, celebrate it too much because there was other stuff happening with BT with another queer artist at the same exact time.
Right.
But it's just good to just like look on BT Network and see like, wow, I'm a future. I'm a current icon, but future in their eyes. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was cool.
And I love that for you. Like I said, it gives other people that are on this level that same hope that, okay, that could be me. Like, that could be me. Like, so
it could, if you could just keep doing if you just, everybody just keep being you.
Yeah. And you know, the reason why my word of being consistent is my word this year, because like, I feel like you never stop. I feel like you never, even in your close friends, when you're saying like you're tired, because a lot of people don't get to see that. But when you say like you're tired, and when you say like you know you just want to give up, but you still, it's the public eye, you keep going, and it's like, damn, like I need to be able to express how I feel to the side, but still, bitch, you gotta still keep going no matter what the day looking like. You gotta still do it.
Yeah, because for years, like, you're taught, the American thing is you go to college, you get a 9 to 5,
right?
You get 6 figures, you get a white picket fence, you start a house. That's the American dream. You know what I mean? So to totally go against that,
right?
You gotta have big balls.
Big balls.
Any entrepreneur, anybody that want to get out here and really do something against the grain, you really gotta, like. I just posted this today. Like, growth comes from being uncomfortable. So like, I do be having those days where it's like, yo, this is a lot. Y'all don't understand. Like, performing for 15 minutes,
a lot
takes a lot out of you. I have no idea how Beyonce does it for 2 hours on a world. Because for 15, but it would be easier if everybody knew her, because everybody know her music. Right. You're there for Beyonce. It's a Beyonce concert. So it's like, bitch, we about to have a good time. But for somebody like me, every time I perform on stage, I just like, I got to prove a point.
Right.
I got something that I have to do.
Right.
I have this entire crowd, without me saying my Instagram, needs to go search who I am and follow who I am and da-da-da-da. So it's hard performing and then having to, come to Atlanta for a weekend and shoot a video, and then flying to LA on Monday to shoot another video, and then coming back to shoot your own video, and then having to prepare with a live band, and I'm a rapper, but having to prepare for a live band in Dallas, Texas on August the 11th for a show, and then have a show in Atlanta August 31st, so you better come there. Yeah. So August 31st, yeah. So for August 31st, it's different because I don't have a manager. Right. I don't have a team. This is me setting up all of this. So I'm my scheduler. I have my assistant. Shout out to Kai. But I'm my everything right now.
Right.
Creative director, everything. So that gets draining. Maybe I'm learning how to let some of the responsibility go and trust people. But as you know, I'm everything.
Yeah.
Everything. You are. And I change my performance every time I have a show, which means I rehearse every time, because I'm also an entertainer. So but it's fun, and I'm gonna be stupid ass rich one day, and I'm gonna be able to provide for everybody. And I'm going, and not to say that monetary is success, but I will say that, like, being happy. Honestly, if I was to die tomorrow, I'd die a successful person. Yeah. I literally just feel like, what?
Yeah.
You did your big one while you was here. No shade. So I just feel like that, but I have more work to do. I know, but I just feel like, success is just living in your truth, and I'm proud of you.
I can't wait to be flying out and be like one of the journalists that are just sitting at your show and being like, oh yeah, bitch, I got the... While y'all are, like I said last week, while y'all are sitting there and y'all are waiting to get the exclusive, I'm going backstage.
I can't wait to be like,
I am the exclusive interviewer, period.
I can't wait for them to be like, oh, we want you at Vogue. And I'm like, okay, well, the only person that can interview me
is Tag Did It, period. Tag.
And you got to pay him the fee you was going to pay the other person to do it, because that's what I feel comfortable with.
Period.
Because that's what Mariah Carey would do, my Aries mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Lady Gaga would do, my Aries auntie.
We love us some Mariah Carey, period. So we're going to go to your next question. So, as you're talking, like you just said, you've been performing, you've been doing your thing. You are the festival king this season. Like, you've been festival after festival.
Let me write that one down.
You're the festival king.
No shade, I am the festival king.
And one of your festivals this year that you did in Texas, you actually got to perform next to Dawn Richards. Like, you were a headliner, she was a headliner. So, like...
You came with the questions. You want me to cry for real.
Yeah, that moment... How was that moment for you? Because let me tell you, like, I've been loving Dawn since Danity Kane. So, like, just to see her growth, and then just to see, like, somebody that I know that I've had in my space actually be standing next to her, performing with her, taking pictures with her, like, shook.
That's the word.
Yeah.
These festivals don't tell you anything. Mm-hmm. They just put you on the bill. Mm-hmm. So when the flyer came out, I was like, oh, this is cute, da-da-da-da. Then when they said what the run-through was in order to show, they don't tell you till the day before. Mm-hmm. So when I saw, like, oh, I'm right before Dawn, you're shitting me. She's going to see me.
Yeah.
Cool. Still 7, do your job. Did my job. And then at the end, it was a meet and greet. And it's funny. I want to be completely honest. I'm going to tell this story because it's going to come out later on.
Yeah.
Dawn was over there. Excuse me. Doing her meet and greet. Me being 7, I was like, I'm not going over there, because it was so many people going to the Dawn. And at the last minute, when it was about to whisk her away, they was like, I said, let me just go speak. let me just go speak. You know what I'm saying? Because people was coming up to me taking pictures too. So
Right.
it kind of just got the time where we both was like kind of free, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, let me go just speak. And I was walking up. And not even in my walk up, not me saying, hey, don't. In my walk up, she was like, you are who I want to see. And I'm pretty sure people like Dawn, who's been doing this for a long time, she has a team that goes to see who else is on the bill with her. Because if it only made sense.
Right.
If you are a person of that stature, like, you have a team that goes out and see who else is on the bill with you because you want to see, you know, if it's going to be a good thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is it worth the coin? You know what I'm saying? So when she was like, yo, and she pulled me and she just was like, I have a little bit of the video, but what was happening? But I think everybody, even on my team, everybody was shook.
Yeah.
I think everybody was like, oh, shit. Like, da-da-da-da. And I was like, whoa. Like, she was like, no, Seven, like, do not stop. You are great. You are infinite. She just started pouring all this love into me. And, you know, I'm a pussy at the end of the day. I was just like, excuse me? And she was like, no, take this in. And her team was trying to whisk her away. And she was like, stop. I have to tell him this. If you look at my video, her team is over in the back. Like, and she was like, no, stop. I have to tell him this. And she literally gave me so much life. Mm-hmm. Hey, I grew up on Danny Kane. Fuck it. Last Train to Paris is literally one still. Yeah. You know this. My favorite. My favorite album. Yeah. What? Like, and she wrote most of that songs. Forget all that. To see her perform is a different type of situation because the mic is on. Yeah. A lot of girls can't say that. They don't have that. They can't attest that to their career. Whatever Mariah Carey said. But the mic is on. But to see somebody like an artist. I don't care about popular people recognizing me. Let's always get that straight. This could be the soundbite right here. Right. I don't care about popular people recognizing me. I care about talented and artistic people. So when you have Missy, Dawn, these girls, and for her to do that, I was just like, yo, like, this is crazy. I'm really like, because you know, you go from relationships where people say you can't do this. You're not a rapper. You go from your family not believing in your friends, you know, downplaying you, whatever the case is. Then you go to people that have been doing it for a long time saying, don't stop. Because you got something that we haven't got, that we haven't seen before. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely something we haven't seen. That you show them.
The thing that sells is just like they still want us to be submissive. They still want us to be. And mind you, I love my flamboyant girls. Mm-hmm. If you get your face beat, you get your face beat. If you wear your wigs, you wear your wigs. Same. You do. I love my girls. Let's keep it. But we also have different. We're multifaceted, and I like to show that. Because if I had to get my face beat, I would. We all know that. Yeah. If I had to put on a pump and pump down the steps, I would. If I had to wear a pink suit, whatever. But I like to show different type of variations of the queer black man, the butch queen, because all art, all culture starts with a black butch queen.
Period.
Anything in the entertainment industry, any team member, any stylist, any makeup artist, any creative director, any whatever, videographer, it starts with a black
butch queen. Look at where Atlanta. Look where it's at now, and look where he's at now. On with fucking Oprah doing his own thing. Period.
Everything.
I love that. So going at our last segment that we're gonna get into is just like.
Here we go. I'm not freestyling.
Before we do our little game.
Okay.
But like the last segment, we just want to talk about like, you know, of course you are. How do I? Because I'm not really a painter, so I don't really know how to pronounce his name. But you are
Basquiat. Basquiat. Yeah.
I'm saying Basquiat.
Yes. 7 Basquiat.
7 Basquiat.
Yes.
The ballroom. So you're in the ballroom scene.
I am in the ballroom scene.
You went from dancer, being in videos, rapper, and now you're in the ballroom scene.
Yes. Yes.
Ballroom. How was that? Because I'm sure it gets mixy in ballroom.
You know what? Ballroom is crazy, you know, but ballroom teaches you a lot that you can use in your in ballroom and in your real life situations. Ballroom is mixy, it's messy, it's fun, it's love, it's hate, it's, you know, it's queer, it's creative, it's so many different emotions that you get to experience, and I actually love it. I love my house, I love my pops, I love my mom. Shout out to Deshawn and Michelle. Killing it right now at the Balenciaga bar. I will see y'all in a couple of seconds, but ballroom is crazy. I don't know if it's a little weird for Aries because my attitude, you know, I don't had to curse a couple of people out already, you know. Sure. You already know. Sure. The girls be feeling it, and I'm one of those. But I will say ballroom is crazy, but if you are a creative queer, a creative queer that, you know, builds your creativity off of life experiences and just going through things. Ballroom can teach you a lot. And I love it. It's not there for no reason. Trust me.
I kind of want to tap into ballroom, but you know, also with that being said, because since you're SEVN Basquiat, I would love to have you be a part of my awareness ball because I'm going to do it again.
When?
I want it to be a yearly thing.
Okay.
So of course I did one last year while I was filming Chasing Reality. Chasing Atlanta, but I'm gonna do it every year on World AIDS Day. That's gonna be my thing, and maybe I can partner with you to get some of the ballroom girls.
Yeah, the ballroom girls love me. Let's do it.
I might be able to have I might have a 7 coin by December, so you know I might be able to pull 7 out of the.
Let me tell y'all something. Troy don't need the 7 coin because Troy was my first interview ever. So you don't even need. Let me tell you, you already got it. For someone to notice you and notice your talent and stuff like that, that shit goes a long way.
I appreciate it.
So I'm there regardless.
But I want you to be a part of that because it was amazing last year. So this year, bigger venue.
Let's do it.
And I really want to bring the ballroom girls out so they can actually come in, do
their big one,
whatever. But it's really about raising money for women's HIV. So I definitely want to get into that. But you know, like you said, your dad in ballroom is legendary Max host, Deshaun Wesley.
Yes.
So like, how is that? Like being that he is the host of this show that's on HBO Max, and now that's your father of the house. Like, how is that for you?
Crazy as hell because Deshaun, you know, he just didn't start with legendary. Deshaun has done Pose, he done So You Think You Can Dance, he's done America's Best Dance Crew. Deshaun is the reason why we're talking about ballroom right now. Right. Deshaun and Laomi, and it's difficult sometimes following someone's, I guess.
Yes, Laomi.
I won't say like being in their footsteps, but just having a father like that because he's so humble and he's so sweet, he's so nice, and you know, he's a Virgo, so it's given very much bad angel, good angel with him. Yeah. And I'm always the bad angel that's like, you know, but it's been amazing because he's more than like a father figure. He's like my mentor because he's been in the entertainment industry for a very long time. So he's telling me what to do, what I should do, what deals to take, what deals should not take. He's just really like an amazing person, you know.
So do you think that, are you in the ballroom scene to just be like, you know, you just in ballroom, you're going to walk, you're going to do what you do, or do you aspire to be on Legendary Max eventually with the house?
I mean, if Legendary Max have another season, you will see me on there. That's neither here nor there. I will say that. I mean, I don't know what the producers see, but they see me. But, you know, fingers crossed that they have another season, you know. But... You know, I just aspire to take what I'm supposed to take from it. You know what I mean? Like ballroom is one of those. It's so weird. It's been around for years. It's the last type of culture that we have as queer Black people. You know what I'm saying? So like to ourselves. So I'm just here to just do I do my big one.
I can't wait to see what happens with ballroom. I'm actually excited. I actually necessarily don't. I want to tap into it in a sense. Like I want to get into.
Child, I don't know about you, friend. I don't know about you, friend. Why? I'm telling you, the attitude. Like, listen, why do you think I'm not at the ball right now?
Well, I've grown.
Too much energy.
I've grown a little bit.
You think you have until you be put into a position
to where I gotta stop a beat.
You be like, I've grown. Jail. Lock her up. Donald Trump voice. Please give it very much.
And give me a Trump check.
Okay.
Trump, where's the checks that put
okay, please, because Joe and I seen a post the other day that said Kamala, when is she recovering from a BBL? Because we ain't seen her do nothing. And she must be recovering from a BBL.
Like, girl, where's your executive orders? Because I'm sick of it.
I heard more from Ivanka. And the kids. Bitch, am I a Republican? Like, it's just giving so much. Like, what's going on with my Democrats? And I voted for y'all. Okay, Fred. I'm sorry, Fred, but Kamala.
Okay,
Mr. Biden fell off that bike the other day and he deserved it. Because he ain't falling on no orders.
Secret Service do not come after me because of this fool.
Biden. Kamala. Okay, I'm out of here.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break real quick before we come back to our game. But our game is gonna be based on ballroom because you are
cute.
Ballroom scene, so I feel like that'll be cute for you. But we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come right back into Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag right here.
Kamala. You are recording here at Talk Live Tuesdays. We got his daughter in the other room right now screaming because she like, bitch, who was that in the living room? Bye.
in the living room. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. It's your boy Tag did it. And we are sitting here with 7 Deep. So we're going to get into our quick little game really quick before we go into some more things, other things before we close out our show. But okay, so our game tonight is going to be definitely based off of, you being in ballroom. Okay. So I just want to get to know, I want to know if what house is your favorite. So I'm going to give you 3 different choices.
Okay.
You got 3 segments.
Okay.
So you're gonna get 3 different houses each time, and I want you to eliminate 1 house.
Oh, perfect.
Well, 2 houses, and you're gonna choose 1 house. Okay.
Perfect. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So we're gonna get into, the house of ballroom with 7 Deep. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so
7 Basquiat.
It's gonna 7 Basquiat. Sorry. So you're gonna know it's 10s across the board. Right. So we have first. You know how this goes. You only got a few seconds to pick.
Right.
So the names are for the first round. You have the House of Gucci, the House of Balenciaga, or the House of Balmain.
What's
just in general?
Gucci.
I love me some House of Gucci. Shout out to Jeremy from Chasing LA. Period. So the next one will be
One Shot. I'm just joking. I love you, Jeremy. Everybody, I love Jeremy. I'm just joking. That's my friend. That's why I said that. That's really my friend. One shot to Jeremy Gucci.
See,
I'm just joking.
See, this is why I'm over here sweating like a fucking dog.
No, go ahead.
He's gonna say. So how do you say the word? Is it TC or TC?
Chichi.
TC?
Tishi.
Tishi. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have the House of Tishi, the House of
Tishi.
Miyake Mugler.
Tishi.
Oh, so you don't even want to hear Garcon either?
Tishi.
Chop, chop. 10s across the board for Tishi. Period. Oh, okay, y'all. Well, when he get back to New York, y'all can fight him then, but don't call me because I don't know nothing about ballroom. So the last round, and these are probably some new houses, but of course I watched Legendary this season so far. So if you haven't watched Legendary, you might not know. But the House of Juicy Couture, Revon Paris, or the House of Machiavelli.
They all are chopped. No, I'm just joking. No, Juicy. I love Juicy. I'm just joking. I love Juicy. Juicy Couture, baby, all day.
They ate that show the fuck up.
All day, love Juicy.
They ate that show the fuck up.
Love Juicy. Love Juicy.
Juicy was the girl. One of the girls that's on Juicy. I forgot who house. Was it House of Gucci that she's from? Damn, I can't think her name right now.
We're going to move on with that question. Go ahead.
Now he controlling Talk Live. Only person I would let control Talk Live Tuesdays is motherfucking 7 Deep. So I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that. Okay. That's we're going to cut that fucking short because he don't tell me what to do here on my show.
Move on.
So, of course, right now in the world, one of the bigger things in the world is like, naming your sexuality or naming your pronouns, he, she, they, them, he, him, whatever the case may have you. So me, I would say I am homosexual because I don't see myself dating girls or being with girls. But what would you say would you categorize your sexuality as?
So sexuality and what you identify with are 2 different things. Mm-hmm. So I am a pansexual and I identify with everything. Okay. As long as you call it, I am he, I am she, I am they, I am them. I don't choose boxes. Sometimes I want to put on heels. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel a little ooh. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel like this. Child. Actually I always feel like this. No hold, not gonna hold you. Again, like I tell people, as long as you call in, I'm a boy for sure.
So as long as they call in,
yeah. As long as you call in, I really don't I don't care because you calling for a reason. Mm-hmm. If ain't about the bag, it's because you stressed. It's because you love me. Mm-hmm. You miss me. Something. So I don't care about my heel shit.
They miss you.
You okay?
They love to text you when they miss you. So being a pansexual and I'm pretty. That's intellect. You like the person's mindset. But however, last time on Talk Live Tuesdays when we had you here last time, you said the box was better than the booty. Do you still feel that way? Has someone changed your mind or put it on you to where you feel like the booty is better?
You know what? Head is better than anything. If somebody knows how to drain me right,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Even
if somebody knows how to drain me right, both hands, the really good combo, the really good I shouldn't be talking about this. I'm doing, no, you got to do that with me. If the head is right, I'm there every night. But I will say that out of the box and the booty, what I prefer is head. Because the people really like giving head these days.
They do.
They want to give the neck.
So, are you a top that gives throat? Because you know a lot.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. No. I will be honest. Honestly, I do not. My friends hate me because when I say this, and I'm being completely honest with you guys. I look in the mirror right now and say this. I don't like anything dick related. Dicks are ugly to me.
That's late.
But like, you know, I have friends that'll send me a picture like, "Oh, bitch, ain't it so pretty?" And I'd be like, "Girl, ew."
It's so late.
For ew. Am I giving head?
Maybe on a joint night.
I'm gonna eat the dick up for a bag. I'm gonna eat it up for a bag. For a bag. The thing about it is, like, I definitely love booty. I would rather eat. I mean, I gotta do the head. It's like, girl, like, you're not gonna like it because it's like giving pity head. It's giving like, okay, child, like, I'm over it. All right, next question, guys. Next question, because you're not gonna say that I'm this person, though.
I'm so
Listen to my music, bitch. It's giving very much pity head. Oh, okay.
So, Mulatto just released her song called Pussy, which is about, of course, like misogynistic men and men like trying to control women's bodies, and of course, like in the world right now, like, you know, they just did the abortion ban and things like that. So how do you feel about the government trying to tell a woman what she should do with her body as far as abortions and things like that?
I just don't think no old white man need to be telling girls what they need to do with their body.
Period.
That's just it's just because guess what? Can't no woman tell me what to do with my dick.
Right.
Period. And I just feel that way. I think that bringing up the abortion ban and doing this right now was a smart tactic from the Republicans and the other side to basically take the focus off of them neglecting a school shooting and neglecting gun ban and gun violence at the end of the day, even though I got my baby in the car. It's not my business. I will say, like, I think that was a smart tactic to take the heat off of them for going into that school where all those people died, including teachers and kids.
Right.
And in the middle of a shootout, getting hand sanitizer, smiling, not doing your job as a protector. Yeah. And so I think the abortion ban is just like a cop out, honestly. Yeah. But men should not be making rules about women's bodies. It's 2022. You know, I don't have to agree with, you have an abortion, but guess what? I don't have to tell you what to do with your body. Right. Because can't nobody tell me what to do with mine. Right. Simple.
It's simple. Like I agree. I think that in the world we live in today, it's so many other things that could be talked about. Gun laws,
definitely gun laws. Definitely gun laws.
Things that are going, like, just more rights for LGBTQ people in general. Like, but you're specifically focusing on someone getting rid of a child, which, and not saying I 100% agree with.
That's religious based, and guess what? Everybody's not a fucking Christian or a Catholic.
Right. And how can we?
One included. Why do you want to tell someone to do with their body based on your religion? Girl, I don't even believe in your God. Your God was forced on us.
Right.
True. Years ago.
Because people don't know the Bible was changed in 1946. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
And in 1949. And in 2002. And in 1998. And I said there's so many different versions. It's King James version, person version. But at the end of the day, like, it's somebody... I'm a very spiritual person, guys. I love, I'm very spiritual. I can't get where I'm at if I'm not spiritual. But I do believe that, religion is a scam. If anything, it's used to turn people against each other. Yeah. And I feel like it's used to control people. You can start wars based off of religion, and it's not a good thing.
Controlling our parents' mindsets right now, because we can't even really be I know, of course, you, but like, and I've grown into that. But certain people can't be themselves because of the religion of being.
No, Christian. I couldn't be. I grew up as a Christian. My mother's still a pastor, but in the Bible it says women are supposed to preach. So and
that's something that's what gets me. Like, if you're reading the Bible. I've grown up in the church where women have preached and women have become ministers, but it's just like, y'all don't see that. But then the only thing y'all see it's homosexuality, killing, adultery, all these other things.
The reason why they see homosexuality because there's so many homosexuals in the Christian community and in the church community. Because baby, if I get another pastor to be in my DMs with a wife and kids, and that could probably be the sound drop.
Okay, well we finna move on to the next question because you. Oh, well, we have 7 deep in the motherfucking building, y'all. I have enjoyed today. If it's an interview that I have enjoyed that I feel like I knew I was going to enjoy,
I enjoyed today.
It has been fucking this one. But what's next for 7 Deep? Like, where are you going next?
Next where I want to vibe, I just, want to keep giving you that art. I got a new single out right now called Turn Me On. It's my favorite song that I've ever done before, only because it's that girl. The video for that will be dropping in a couple of weeks. More performances. That video is going to get very much. I just found my model for it. He just actually commented on my thing. But yeah, I'm just going to more videos, more art, more creativity, more just performances because I am the festival king.
You are the festival king.
It's no shade. I have a lot of performances coming up. August the 11th.
I agree on that.
August 31st. Mm-hmm. I can check my little back book, bitch. It's given. But okay, but no, definitely just that from me, and just I strive for excellence. So just know anything that you see with me artistic wise is gonna give you excellence, or at least he's very close to it. So that's what's gonna happen with me.
Are you dating right now? Like what's your dating step? Talk to me because I want to know because you know I'm in the close friends. So I'm not gonna spill the tea, but I just want to know like what's the tea? Like where are you at with dating?
This one I'm at with dating.
Talk to me. Because I'm going to ask the question, period.
Because
I'm gagging right now.
I'll punch with your teeth. Why would you even fall out like that? I'm gagging right now. We got laser treatment next week.
Talk to me.
Okay, so dating. So if for people that don't know me, I've been in relationships since I was like 14, 15, which is weird because you don't understand that type of situation, but you're in relationships, right? I've always had to compromise. My parents were married when I was together. I'm from the country. That's really like glorified in the country. Get somebody, find somebody, white picket fence, stay with them. I live in New York City. I've lived in a couple of different places. Dating is very different for me right now. I'm very tunnel vision on this next chapter in my life, meaning I'm very just like selfish with my time and who I'm with. And
are you single? Are you dating? Or are you in a relationship? Like you giving me too much? Or what?
Oh, what am I right now?
We should say like, girl, you can't think.
You can't think about it. What am I right now? I am free. I don't know because the thing about it is, this is the thing I will say. What I want people to take from this right now. You could be with somebody, you could be cheating on them. You could not be with somebody, you could be cheating on yourself. You could be doing a lot of different things. Like dating is more so less about the title and more about the mindset of where you're at.
True tea.
So right now I'm free. Am I trapped? Am I dealing with somebody? The world may never know because one, I've dealt in a situation where I told the world and this was none of the world business. Because the only thing the world gonna do is,
do the most.
The most, girl. So what am I? I'm free right now. I will say I'm free and I'm happy.
I got you.
If there's one person that's doing that, I don't know. Just a couple of people, I don't know. That's for me to know and y'all to figure out. Listen to my music.
I fuck with that. I love that for you. Like, and let me tell y'all, one thing about 7
I got a couple of niggas gonna be mad at that though, but hey.
One thing about 7 Deep though, 7 Deep has always been unapologetic. He's always been just himself. So I love that for him. So you already know how we do on Talk Live too.
Are you dating? Are you with somebody? What you doing?
I'm dating.
Okay.
I'm dating.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
I'm dating. I'm dating.
What was the?
No, I'm out here. I'm dating. Like I'm dating.
Okay.
I'm dating someone. Yes.
Someone. Just one person.
Yeah.
Not that whack ass nigga.
Oh no.
Okay.
Child. We'll talk about that off camera.
All right.
But, yeah, definitely not him. He's
A dub.
You know how when niggas see you doing good?
You know.
Did you see my status today?
I did.
Niggas is sick when they remember all the bad they wish you. Niggas be mad when they can't come and live lavish. in the loft with you, and that's on period. So that's on me. But anyway, you know how we do down here at the Talk Live Tuesdays a tag. I want you to just give me like talk to my audience, give them some inspiration. Like, you know, last time we were in a studio, but this time I'm in my own place, like doing my own thing. So I want you to give them some inspiration of what to do.
Inspiration.
Yeah, like going next into their lives, like following their dreams, whatever the case may have you.
I always talk about following your dreams, but I want to talk about something different this time. That you just put me on the spot. So I'm gonna say this: go with your gut. A lot of the times, people don't understand that gut. If you're not religious, whatever, spiritual, that gut is that spirituality. That gut is that person talking to you, telling you, no, yes, right. You know what I'm saying? All opportunities are not a good opportunity. Queer people, please stop taking every opportunity thinking it's a good opportunity, because sometimes it's not. Being on time matters. Being professional matters. Staying consistent matters. Be your biggest advocate. The last thing I want to say, I see so many people always get mad when people don't support them. I was one of those ones for a long time. Oh, so-and-so not supporting me, my family not supporting, my friends not supporting you. Look, they don't have the same dream as you. They're not supposed to support you. They don't see the bigger picture like you're supposed to see the bigger picture. So, like, stop taking things personal. Take it for what it is and keep doing your big one. As long as you just keep investing in yourself, I am a living proof of feeling like everybody turned their back on me. And now everybody's like, yes, mom and dad, you too. Everybody's like, we love you so much. Yeah, I know, because this is what it was given. So I just need, just believe in yourself regardless of somebody else do. And do your big one. Also, I got one more thing to say.
Talk to me.
Lead with love, queer people. Everybody, when you lead with love, the universe takes care of you, girl. Karma gets the girls, whatever. I do everything with love. And I feel like people should do things more with leading with love instead of like with money or whatever the case may be. Like, I ain't about to, this is my home girl. You lead with love and you do things right and you treat people right. I got one more thing to say. You never know who somebody is.
You don't.
So because somebody ain't dressed up in Gucci and da-da-da-da, you never know. I done got a couple of deals. Gagging.
Yeah. You never know.
It be the richest bitches.
And they be in New Balances in a t-shirt.
New Balances in a t-shirt. And because I was nice and it was giving da-da-da-da-da, so you never know. First, let me tell you right now, the people with all that shit on be the ones that be perpetrating teen. Especially in Atlanta. But definitely, you never know who somebody is. Do not ever judge a book by its cover. And it's so funny how that's the like thing our parents told us back in the day. You wouldn't understand it, but now it's 2022, so you really gotta apply it. I have my biggest gigs, New Balance.
Yeah.
Regular white t-shirt, Levi's, got in a Porsche. At the end of the conversation. Guy in a Range Rover at the end of the conversation. 3 houses.
Yeah.
Always treat people in New Balances and Gucci's the same. And I feel like black people, and I'm going to talk to my black people, and particularly, we treat status and stuff like that. That's how we want to treat you. We put you on a hierarchy from whatever you got on.
Right.
Baby, that don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing.
Treat people nicely. Everybody, because you should be a good person first and foremost.
Period.
And that's all I have to say about that. Also, Kamala and Joe, what is y'all doing? Shout out to Tag. Shout out to my baby. Hey, babe. All of y'all, just joking. Don't want to get in a fight with nobody. Because I'm going to just ignore you.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
It was just one soundbite. Gotta go.
I gotta get out of here. Okay, y'all. Now, y'all already know how I close out. First of all, I want to say shout out to 7D. Thank you for in your time in Atlanta and your busy schedule for stopping by on Talk Live to the Tag, because you are fucking key.
I gotta go 3 minutes away from here. That's so cool. That's my best friend's house though, so it's cool.
Oh, period. Well, I love that you're who you are. You're authentic. You've been authentic. You've been the person that you are. and you haven't changed. No matter
Tag margaritas. You might need to open a margarita business. No shade.
And I'll be trying to tell the girls to hit me.
No shade, y'all. Like, what? I'm about to stumble out this bitch.
Yeah, it make you want to do some things. Yeah, that's why you have to feed the girls the margaritas to get.
I might be spread out.
But no, listen, no. But seriously, though, I want to shout out to 7 Deep. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for sitting on my couch again, and thank you for just being you. I can't wait to see what's next for you because just a year ago. 2 years ago, when we did our interview, you weren't in this space. But 2 years later,
you wasn't. First, whoa, pause it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Don't make the cancer come on my birthday.
Listen, I'm so proud of you. Listen, happy birthday, friend. You owe. I'm proud of you. You know, we started this journey together and our different perspective fields, and we still fucking going. I love the fact that it's like organic. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So whether the girls do interviews or whatever the girls is fab. And the girls doing a big one, and you can put that on that.
And put that on that.
And when I'm on the Grammys.
And put that on
that.
I'm glad you said Grammys because Wayne DePayne said I was going to be hosting the Grammys one day. And that's on Wayne DePayne.
No, Shay. You don't understand. You don't understand. I know talent. I'm telling you right now, I'm proud of you because you just keep doing it. And Atlanta is not an easy place to soar.
It's not. People think coming here will make them go, but it's like being here is so hard because everybody's a crab in a bucket.
Everybody's a crab in a bucket, and I'm proud of you. I've seen you got a lot of crabs in a bucket on the show.
Yeah,
a lot of girls that's not talented. They just did well on the interview, or whatever the case may be. But child, y'all can't be my ass, and I'm just like Tag Girl. We will tag team your ass. So let me go. I done broke the hookah, child. I gotta go.
This has been episode 3 Talk Live Tuesday with Tag.
Shout out to my kids that been on this show before. Let's go. Oh my God, why is he falling out? I done had a few sons on this show. Daughters, whatever you want to call them. Kicking my ass, girl.
And his name is kicking my ass. Yeah. Shout out to 7 Deep for coming back here. But make sure y'all tune in. Every time the show comes out, make sure y'all follow 7 Deep on Instagram at The Official.
You are gay. I'm going to close out. Thank you guys. Shout out for tuning in to Tag Live Tuesdays with 7 Deep. Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag 7 Deep. The Boom. The Body. The body. We got his daughter in the other room. She's crying.
She's ready to get
make sure y'all tune in. This is a superstar icon right here. Self-made superstar. Yeah, you'll tune into the next episode. He will not have one of my sons on here. He's gonna have somebody else. And God is good.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Talk Live Tuesday with Tag. I appreciate y'all so much again. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Tag Did It. Make sure you're following my camera guy on Instagram at _Jamar84. Is it Jamar84 _? Just Jamar84. Make sure you're following him on Instagram as well. And also make sure you're following all the business pages, Talk Live Tuesdays, Lavish Hookah Officials, and make sure
Lavish Hookahs Officials, and make sure
what's up? And make sure you guys are also just making sure that you are liking, commenting, and subscribing to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you, 7 Deep. Thank you for coming by. And that is our show. I appreciate you so much. Out.
You know where we at? It's time to sip and chat. We get to the bag and tell them that Tag did it.